Me, it's just it's one of those days where I take as much time to stay in bed
Stay back.
as possible. So, yeah, welcome everybody. My name is Rebecca Bird, and I'm Nigerian. I'm Yoruba. So, no, don't judge me where I got this thing that I'm speaking from. I don't know myself, but yeah. If you can kindly mute yourself because I can hear a bit of feedback, that would be great. Or Elfrida, I don't know if you can
Yeah.
mute everybody, and then if there are questions, please raise your hands, and
Okay.
we will be very happy to take your questions.
That's
Um,
fine. Thank you. And I think, sorry, some people are not too familiar with Zoom. They may be struggling with raising their hands. So if you're
okay.
struggling with raising your hands, and we are to, you see a chat button. If you're using a phone, beneath, I think there's a place that they wrote chat. You can drop your message here, and we'll look at it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. So it's my turn today. And I just want us to put in the chat room because I know this the training has been on for 2 days now. I just want you guys to fill me in for the past 2 days. What has been happening? Let me know what you've learned, and yeah, and then we start from there. So please, just to let you know, the session today is going to be quite conversational. I'm not the type of person that will just come and give it to you and run away. No, it's an interaction. And we are going to be discussing today. We are going to be playing some games. So if you are very interested, yeah, I can't see anything in the chat room. Can you? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they are dropping.
How to use AI to improve upon what's generated. Okay. I think you need to be more specific in that area, Karen. Um, to improve upon what's generated in what sense? So are you talking about text? Are you talking about videos? Are you talking about images? Yeah, what is it specifically that you can now use AI to improve upon what's generated? So yeah. Can oh, for educational resources. Oh, great. Thank you very much for sharing more like we learned how to make prompts and create lesson plans. Oh, nice. That's very good. Please, I would need to speak to the person who put that in. I think that's Daston. Yeah, I would be contacting you for more information on this. Someone said, I have learned how to use AI in education settings. That's very good. And just three people responded. Just three.
What about others? Are you finding it
I
difficult?
don't know.
Okay, so I think let's mute them. Some might be struggling in terms of
Oh,
dictating
okay.
their record. So I will
Yeah,
do.
if you would like to unmute yourself and talk, that's also fine. Two comments have come in actually. One of them said,
Okay.
we do immersive media using that as an input. We can use AI to produce additional training material. Okay, that is amazing. Yeah. Another person said for making course outline, reading notes, and even data visualization. That is fantastic. Well done. I guess everybody have really learned one or two things from the past 2 days. I've learned to use Copyleaks to verify AI-generated content. Okay, I like to know that. Please, you guys have to teach me these. I've learned to use AI in education, and I'm finding teaching fun now. Okay, I need to come and meet you guys. No, like this is not a joke. I will be coming to meet you. Someone said, I've learned how to use AI in every aspect of classroom instructions. Wow. Using ChatGPT for news writing. Okay. Produced material truths.
Through AI, that's what
Oh,
I'm saying.
through AI. Sorry.
Mm.
Through AI. Okay. That is amazing. So, as wonderful as all those things are, like this is so amazing. And I am so glad that the week or the past 2 days I've started us on the right note to what we are going to be discussing today. So, what we're going to I think you might need to make me a co-host.
Okay.
Frida, please.
Yeah,
Yes.
let me do
There
that.
you go. Someone also, we also found collective that brings in one place AI tool. Okay. I want to know what that collective is, please. Go put it in the chat room.
Okay,
What
yeah,
that
that collective is the managers. One of the top persons came yesterday to teach us how to use their AI tools. So they bring both
okay.
AI. So just one system. You know, in ChatGPT, you say like ChatGPT activities, but that system, that particular platform, you can see
That's many.
Gemini, you can see ChatGPT
Okay.
and its own compare the results. Same prompt, bringing out different results that
Oh.
will have made it to go to ChatGPT to go and see it. But
Uh-huh.
then you don't need to go to ChatGPT, you just need to see it from their own website. I think if you need it, we are in
I need
partnership
the
with them.
name.
They give
You need to
no,
send me the name
they
of
are
that
giving free.
platform.
Yeah, so we are in partnership with them. They are giving free 1 month to our participant of this program, so we can
Okay.
include you as part of the resource person that need
Oh,
the software to see.
please
Yeah.
do include me. Thank you very much. Right. And
I don't know
someone
why I
said,
can't make you co-host, but I'll just make you an host.
okay.
Yeah.
Someone said, I've learned how to use AI to generate information on a particular subject matter on topics in education. Okay, yeah, so everything is still around education anyway. So yeah, so I'm really glad that we've started there. So today well, I do have slides to share, and I'm gonna be sharing the slides. But before we share our slide, I just would like us to play a game. Yeah, to play a game. And the game here is spot the hazard. All right. So bear with me, and I'm just going to share my screen, and we are going to start playing the game. So if you can unmute yourself, that will be good. If you are unable to, that's also fine, because you would then be what I would like for us to do, if you are able to unmute yourself, just shout out what you can see. If you are not able to unmute, type it in the chat room. Is that cool?
Yeah, so
Can
currently you
you hear
can
me?
see just a blank space, like you're trying to share your screen.
That's true. I can hear you, but we don't see.
What?
I see just blank space.
I don't know. I see
Let
my Just trying to share your.
That is a bit strange because my network is not. Okay, please just give me a minute. Okay. Uh-oh. Now, my connection. I sincerely apologize. Give me a second, please, guys.
Or do you want to forward your work to me so that I can share for you while you speak?
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, let's just give her a few minutes to return back to us.
So sorry, everybody. Like, I sincerely apologize. My network is always on fire, but I don't know what happened to Zoom this morning. I think Zoom just crashed on me. So, okay,
Sorry about that.
let's start again, please. Please confirm if you can see my screen.
Not yet.
Okay.
Right.
Screen. I think it might be the game that is making my system crash.
Okay, we can see it now.
On.
Who is making
Yes, we can see it now.
All right then. Thank you very much for the confirmation. So
Yes, I can see it now also.
let's play this our game that I wanted us to play. Okay, so let me know if you can still see.
Yes, I can see.
So
Yes. Yes.
it's wrong in this
Yes, I can see.
game. Huh? We need to identify 9 hazards. So
9 what?
9 hazards.
Hazards. Okay.
Yes.
That's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Iron.
number 1.
Let me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Connected to electricity. An electric
Yeah.
iron connected to electricity.
Let's see if connected to electricity that no, it's not there. Yeah. But we can have a look
I'm
at the
seeing
other side and see what the problem with connecting to electricity could be.
The floor is
Heater.
wet.
Right. So
Next to the
yeah,
washing machine.
on
Heater.
the other side we can see. Somewhere there. I didn't
Yeah,
hear
and
this.
the iron is plugged and it can cause fire outbreak.
Yes, we've selected the iron as one of the hazards.
Yes.
So
The floor
what
is wet.
else?
I can
The
see
floor is wet next to the washing
Yeah,
machine.
the floor is. Yes,
Okay.
very good. Yes. That,
the floor.
uh,
I can see the bottle on the sink. I don't know if it's a plastic or a glass bottle.
yeah, this one. That is definitely one of the many hazards that are there in the kitchen.
What of the double connection to the wall of electric heater, electric kettle?
Yes,
and
we've identified this one. Yeah, so that is one of the hazards as well.
And then the
So
football,
also,
The stand
the football
where
in the
the iron
kitchen.
is.
The football.
the football, yes, the
Yeah,
football.
the food pot. Okay. So
Okay, I can
yes,
also
that is
see
one
that
of them.
the cotton is on the bread toaster, and when the bread
Okay.
toaster gets hot, it could cause a fire.
Yeah. That's also hazards. We have 3 more.
The stand where the iron is placed on.
The stand. Let's
Yes.
see. Does it stand up? Okay, so I don't think the stand is so much of a problem.
The saucepan on the gas. I think there is an anchor to lower close to it. It's
Yes,
hazardous.
we've identified this as one of the
And I'm
oh,
not too sure,
you mean
but I
the
don't think.
yeah, the napkin
The food
also one of the hazards. So we have 2 more.
Okay, I'm not too sure, but I think books should not be where pots and pans are in the kitchen.
Books. These books?
Yes.
Let's see. Oh no, is not part of the hazards.
And then the ironing board is standing too close to the gas.
Yeah, I don't think the ironing board is anything. Just two more. And there is one that's glaring at us. What is it?
The iron is placed on the cloth.
No, it's not the iron because we've sorted out the iron. So it's nothing to do with the iron now.
There's a
what
pot
of
on
the
the
cup,
gas.
the mug cup sitting on the
Yes.
towel?
This is the danger. And then what's the last one?
There's
The
a
mug-
pot on the gas.
Yeah, we've identified the saucepan as one of the hazards. So there is one last one that is staring at us that if it goes off, everything in this kitchen is just going to tumble. Yeah. Anybody?
The electric lights.
No.
Sorry, say what? What to tumble?
No, like if that thing goes off, there is one particular object in this image. If somebody sets it off, it would, or it can cause someone to trip, it can cause someone to fall, it can basically make all the things that we can see in this image to tumble. So
Are you talking
what's that
about the
one?
water on the floor? I think somebody talked about it earlier.
We have identified the water on the floor. We've identified the
tap.
water on the floor. Let's see the things that we've
The
identified.
football.
Yes, we have identified that. Right. I think I'm just going to give the answer because of
bulb.
our time. And it's the football.
Wow.
It's the football.
Yeah, I kept mentioning the football.
Football on the floor.
I didn't hear you.
I mentioned it's a red.
Yeah. Imagine having a football and then
In the
maybe
kitchen.
one of your sons or you know your daughters, they come in and they're playing about and they just kick it and it goes into the hazard place. Let me share that screen.
Sorry, Rebecca, before I go further, someone entered as Infinix. So who is Infinix? Can you just tell me who you are so that I will know? Because we are taking down attendance, and if we have Infinix on our list, we will know who the person is, and there is no way to identify you. So sorry, who is Infinix? Who just entered now? I just allowed somebody to enter now. So who is the person that entered now? I don't want to pull you out.
Yeah.
Maybe you pull the person out so that you
Yeah.
will reapply again, please. So that we'll not waste time on that, ma.
Okay, go ahead. I will pull the
Thank
person out myself.
Thank you very much. So the reason why I showed that or no, the reason why we played that game is because when it comes to security, when it comes to data, there are things that we don't think about. Elfrida, are you
Yeah.
able to spotlight me to everyone?
Yeah. Are you not showing to everyone?
Someone is the host now.
Yes, I'm hosting it myself.
Okay.
Yeah, but then I just want to be sure that I'm using two computers here.
Okay.
So that everything is fine.
Are you able to spotlight me?
You're
If
showing on
not,
the
it's
screen.
fine.
Are you not?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when it comes to data, one thing that we don't think about is that one information that you can give and everything in your life can tumble. So for example, you go on ChatGPT, AI is a great tool. It's really a great tool, a great and a fantastic tool, and it's so amazing. But AI needs a lot of data. And so as we start the session today, I want you to look at this board. Where is it again? Okay, yeah. I want you to look at this board one more time. And think about it like your data. Yeah, the iron is very important. The saucepan here could be a risk. The towel here, it could be a potential risk because if the oil and the towel come together in contact, they can actually cause fire. The the curtain here on the toaster, if the toaster gets hot enough and it comes in contact with the curtain, it can cause fire. The electrical plugs here, it can cause fire. The chemical hazard here, this one may or may not cause fire depending on how flammable it is. The water on the floor can cause fire because when you sleep, you can pull down the curtain, you can sleep into the football, and the football can go to the ironing board, and the ironing board can go to the hot oil, and the hot oil can go to the towel, and the towel can cause fire. Before you know it, the books, the oil inside the towel, the books on the shelf is going to the painting on the wall. So that is how I want us to look at our data. Next, you want to put something into ChatGPT. Just think about it like your data could depend on this. This is your life. Just think about it in that way. That's your life. One information could pull you up because ChatGPT can expand that information to the point that it blows your mind, and it could turn out to be one great story, right? But on the other hand, it could turn out to be one great disaster. So we always need to ensure that when we're using AI, what data are we feeding into AI? And I think in the rest of the slides, I'm just going to be talking through, but I just want us to have this at the back of our minds. Because when you're talking about security, data protection and security in AI, some people think, not some people think, so I've worked in security. I'm going to share a bit about myself in a minute, just to give us context. But I've worked in organizations where we've spent billions of pounds on information security. We've gotten the best of the best tool to ensure that we are safe, that no outsider can come in, and any outsider that tries it, we are going to terrorize them. We've set up processes like that. Billions of pounds we spent on ensuring that the company's information is secure. But do you know what? The funny thing is, we ran a lot of trainings to make sure that things are in place. And then we realized we got a breach one day, and we found out where the breach was coming from. The breach was coming from one of our directors who was championing this security move, and then he left his password as his mother's name, 123.
Sorry, my hand is up.
Oh, Sorry,
Rebecca, please. So we have some people who don't understand what is a breach, data breach.
Okay.
Can you just break it down so that they understand? Thank you.
Yeah, so data breach basically is when data has been compromised, when a threat actor, right? Putting it down in a layman's term, when a bad guy gets into your system and steals information, that's a data breach. So imagine spending a lot of money on antivirus, on this, on that, on AI tools, and then you realize that someone somewhere, one bad person that got a hold of your information is then using that information for something bad against you.
No,
Is someone saying anything? Oh, Peace, do you want to ask anything?
no.
No. Okay. So yeah, like that is a data breach. And data breach happens when, yeah, data is compromised, your data is stolen. But do you know what it's going to be used for? You don't know. They could use your information to get your bank details, to steal your money, to steal your article. Yeah, I'm talking to journalists. So someone who has your details can steal your article and publish it, or steal your story, your news story, and publish it. What are you going to do about it? Yeah. So we are going to, and this is the reason why I wanted to put a bit of context to what we are going to discuss today. It's not so much about having these great tools. You can have these great AI tools, but if those tools are stealing data from you, what's the point? All right. And there are ways in which, yeah. So first of all, I think I'm just going to introduce myself. Sorry that this introduction has taken a while. I'm sure everyone must just be wondering, like, who is this person that has just been talking? Yeah, so my name is Rebecca Bird. I started my career 2007. I was in admin and HR for 10 years. And I have MBA, MSc, and all of that stuff. And yeah, 2017, 2018, that was when I made a move to change my career into IT. And I've gone from the basics in IT to climbing up the ladder. Yeah, and I'm currently doing a lot of things in IT, but my passion has always been in security. My real passion has always been in IT security. And yeah, I have so enjoyed it. I have spoken to a lot of people like yourselves. I've trained a lot of professionals like yourselves in my lifetime, just telling them that, yeah, information should be protected. You have the right to protect your information. And it's your responsibility, basically, to protect your personal information. Yeah. My hobbies, I love to travel and I love food. When I tell people I love food, their expression is is always, but you're not a fat person. Yeah, I just love food. I love good food. Good food for me is a blessing to my soul. And yeah, I love it. So, yeah, I've talked about my experience. Last year, no, 2023 January was when I set up my company, Bixby Tech. And what we do is thank you very much for inviting me to Tanzania. We have good food. Yes, Tanzania has good food. Africa has good food. Yeah. So yeah, I set up my company 2023, and what we do trainings, we just do IT stuff. Yeah, just anything technical. That is us. Yeah, but since last year, I have also come into a new field, which is AI and digital transformation. And I'm loving it. Like, it's like, wow, so I can do these things. Ah. Yeah, I love it. So thank you very, very much. And it would be nice, to also kind of know the people that I'm talking to in the chat room. So please, if you can put your name in the chat room, if you can tell us where you're joining us from, and a summary about you, just a very brief summary about you, like what you do. I know this is like a journalist space, but yeah, what field of journalism? Do you cover crime story? Do you cover okay. Someone
Okay,
said,
let me just cut it. So we also have more of is a mixture of media trainers, educators,
okay,
lecturers, teachers from primary school, secondary school, nursery. We also have from university. So it's not
okay,
only
great.
journalists to this
Oh,
part.
great. So please just put a summary of who you are and what you do. So yeah, it's very interesting to know that we also have teachers and lecturers. And before I go on, I just want to say, if you are a teacher, if you are a lecturer, like, we love you. I don't think anybody can repay the work that you do. You guys are amazing. Like, you teach generation to generation to generation, and thank you. Okay, so I have two people in the chat room. Blossom Gilbert Amakiri from Nigeria. Yes, welcome. Someone says I'm Oluwaseyi Ola. I'm gonna murder your name, so sorry. A secondary school I'm in secondary school education and an international online science tutor. Oh, I really do like that. Suleiman, lecturing Federal University, Lokoja Education Foundations. Amazing. Charles Wagunda, media trainer, Kenya, specialization, media information, literacy, and data journalism. Okay, great. Nena Martins from Nigeria. I'm a teacher. Nice. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Just keep it coming. I'm going to get to that soon. So, as I've said, we've laid the foundation. We have laid the foundation, right? Yeah. Now, let us go to the topic of the day. Oh, yeah, and we've done our first activity. So, what is data protection? What do we then understand by data protection? Data protection is about keeping personal information private and safe from unauthorized access or misuse. That is what data protection is. keeping personal information private and safe from unauthorized access or misuse. And everyday examples of data, let us just say of data is, yeah, you want to shop online, you know, yeah, there are so many things that you are doing, you know, when you want to shop online. So your credit information, you need your credit card or your debit card information. And you also need your address to be shared, right, on the website. And so you have to give those two information. Another example is social media. We go on social media every day. Instagram, X, TikTok. We go on it every day doing things there on social media, sometimes sharing information that we don't want to share. So when it comes to AI, or I think before we go to AI, what information do you not normally share online? You have to share your address. You have to share your on some websites, you kind of have to share your date of birth. Yeah. On some websites, you have to give them your phone number. On some websites, you know, you have to share your emails. So thinking about all these things, please, if you can put it in the chat room, just to say that you that yes, you share all these informations that I'm talking about or not. So there are people here who have never shared their lives on social media. So please just say, yes, you do share one or two of this, or no, you don't share it. Can we do that very quickly in the chat room, please? Yes, right. Because I just don't want it to be like, yeah, I'm the only one that shares. I don't want it to be like that. So these are the information that are required sometimes. Yes, though it feels intrusive, right? Yeah, because you would just be wondering why are they in fact, I'm gonna share another slide. Let me go to my next slide. Yes. When you look at this particular slide, you will just be wondering, like, why are these people asking me for this information again? Why are they asking me for my sexual information? Why are they asking? Can you still see my full screen?
Yes,
Or
we can see your screen.
Yes,
oh,
please.
okay, great. So sometimes you would just be wondering, like, why are these people asking me for this ridiculous information? Like, this is just so ridiculous. Like, why are you asking me for my health information when I'm just buying a box of chocolate? Why are you asking me for for my sexual preference or lifestyle when I am just buying a phone? So these are the things that from this session today, when next you go on social media, or when next you are being prompted for that kind of information again, I want you to think about it. Why does this website require this information from me? Just pause for a minute and just think about it. Yeah? So, but all this information to someone who doesn't think, you know, in a security way, you wouldn't think there is anything wrong. And that is the truth. You would not think that there is anything wrong. You just say, yeah, fine. I use Google Engine AI for my lesson notes. I'll definitely share this lesson. You definitely, but yeah. So you use all those things, right? But you would then be wondering, like, what? Like, I am just buying a box of chocolates from your website, and you are asking me about all these things. For you, as an individual, this information doesn't really, yeah. It, like, if you think that it's an individual that needs all this information to use it against you, you wouldn't think that, yeah, the person would need, you know, your DNA, the person would need this, the person would need this. But when it comes to training AI model, AI models are being trained on a lot of data. They need a significant amount of data to be trained. And one of the reasons why is, you know, in machine learning, we call something, you know, data ubiquitous. And that just basically means significant amount of data, like large data. Because to train a model on data that is not so large, you wouldn't get the AI effect. Because AI, well, depending on the algorithm of the AI, it could be, but I know machine learning and generative AI, those two, they require massive data. And the reason why is, while the data is still learning, it needs to be able to regenerate its responses. Sometimes you will see that when you prompt ChatGPT, you can reprompt it and reprompt and reprompt, and every time you add a bit more information, it's giving you something different. Every time you add something else, it gives you something else. It gives you some, so it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So where do you think all this data and all this information is coming from? It has to be coming from somewhere. It has to be coming from somewhere. Else it won't really make an impact. So that is the reason why a lot of data is required. And now more than ever, organizations are starting to like ask more questions just to get it from you so that they can pour it into a model that is being trained. And so that is how organizations really that is how AI truly maximizes data. But then in turn, what you then have for the organizations is that they can then create a customer persona. And with this persona, they can create products for you that even you don't think you need, until the product goes live and then I say, it's true. I needed that box of chocolate. Oh, that box of chocolate, it looks so yum. Yeah, because they would basically create the persona, create the product, and create adverts that would bad you. Uh-oh. Someone is on odd mic situation. Gifts. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so they would then create adverts that would then bombard you and tell you the reason why you need this box of chocolate. Businesses also use this customer persona to create analysis, to create forecast. It could be financial forecast. It could be, yeah, they also use it to measure performance. They also use this customer persona to drive innovation and transformation. And that is the reason why the world that we live in today, like businesses are competing, startups are coming up, things are being driven, innovation is being unleashed like we've ever seen it before. And while on one hand, it's very good that all those things, are bursting forth, the danger of that then goes on what is at stake. And what is at stake is you, because it's your information. It's your persona that has been created, but you don't have a say. And the reason why you don't have a say to that is because you gave the information in the first place. So that's why it's so important that we protect our data, so that when these personas are being created about us, we are not being forced to buy the things that we don't need. Yeah. And that is why in this world now there is something called fast fashion, where organizations like Alibaba, they there is also this Chinese organization as well, Shein. They would create something very quickly in summer, change it in spring, change it in winter. And now, do you know what the world is suffering from now? The amount of clothes wastage that came up from fast fashion. Also, the same thing goes with fast innovation. When something just appears in your face, oh, it's flashy, and then you quickly go in and then you buy it. And then the next day you are seeing something else, and then you're thinking to yourself, maybe I should have bought this one. No, I need to buy this one as well. So you're buying, like so I have a BSc in economics. And so the demand for or the purchasing power now doesn't lie in the buyer's hand. It actually lies in what the supplier can create. So times have changed, things have changed, and we are just catching up to it. Yeah, we are catching up to it. So yeah, there is another slide here anyways that talks about the data being collected and all of that. So the next question then is why does data protection matter in AI? So I've shared all this information. Yeah, they create a persona about you. But in actual sense, when we bring it home now, the risk involved can actually be very devastating. So, and one of the risks that we are starting to see in the Western world now is someone giving you a call and just having a normal conversation, and then the following day you realize that your bank, they are sending a letter to someone address with a new card with your bank information, and you're beginning to wonder, like, excuse me, that's my information. So the question now is, how do you prove it? And that is one of the risks now that we are starting to experience. How do you prove that the information that the bank has of you is the correct one? Which one is right? Which one is wrong? Yeah, it will take you a while to prove it, because you need the police report, you need to show utility bills, you need to do this, you need to do that. But then the bad person or the hacker can literally say, oh, my house got burnt and I had to move. So by the time you call the bank are looking at you like, yeah, but this is what you told us. So that is why data protection matters a lot. Because if it affects you, it can be very devastating. Yeah, it can be very bad. Also, aside from, identity theft or stealing your bank information, someone can basically call your spouse, call your children, call your family. So it's not just you that is at risk, but everyone around you is also at risk. And then the last point I'm going to touch on this mute. Well, okay. I don't want to spoil your name, but please, can you mute it or something? Yeah, so AI also has been biased. Yeah. AI can be very biased. Like when I mean biased, yeah, we it can generate a wrong outcome, and that's the truth. AI can generate a wrong outcome. So if you go on AI, that's one of the reasons why they would say that you should always read everything that an AI tool has generated. You should always read it, because there are chances that something, one or two things there could be wrong. Yeah, it's possible. So on the next slide, how do you then protect your data when you are using AI? The first thing is share only necessary information. Don't overshare. Those sites that you feel they are being intrusive, can you find another website that that won't ask you for that much information? Yeah. Can you find another site that won't ask you, that won't be too intrusive? The second thing, to always bear in mind is strong passwords. This is the one that people underestimate. And yeah, you have the right to underestimate it, because yeah, like now the AI tools out there can basically break your passwords in a matter of seconds, no matter how strong your password is. But the fact that you have a password, a strong password in place, means that it's going to give any hacker even more difficulty. I think it's worth the shot. I think it's worth the shot. So creating strong passwords cannot be overemphasized. It cannot be underestimated. And then multi-factor authenticator. I think Gift, you are on mute. You've unmuted again. Elfrida, can you help me, please? Gift is unmuted again. Gift,
Okay.
are you there?
Gift.
Oh, I'm doing that
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so in essence, yeah, like we just need to set up two-factor or multi-factor authenticator, because it's really important for us to have a bit of backup. Yeah, it's really important. Read and understand privacy policies. That is also one thing that, yeah, a lot, and I have fallen victim of this as well, where yeah, Gift has unmuted again, Elfrida.
I'm doing it now.
Yeah, please, if you can keep an eye on that, that will be good. Yeah, so all those things, think before you click on a link. And so I'm just gonna tell you guys this, right? And it is right. And it's the fact that when something is not right, you would always get that thing at the back of your mind. That's in intuition at the back of your mind, that this thing is not right. Has anyone experienced that? If you have, just, put it in the chat room that, yes, I have experienced intuition, where you know that something is not right. Yeah, I'm not telling you to do this, like I'm going to judge you. I'm not going to judge. There is no judgment here. All right, but if you have experienced intuition before, maybe you receive a text message and something at the back of your mind just tells you that this thing is not right. Yeah, that is intuition, and that happens every time. Every time that happens. So the next one I'm just gonna talk about, these are some tools for protection. I'm not gonna dwell on this one because my time is fast spent. If you can take a screenshot of this, that will be good, because you use password managers like Norton. Norton is really good. Encrypted messaging. WhatsApp as one of the very strong encryption. Yeah. WhatsApp has very strong encryption. Yeah. In the world. Yeah, they are really good. Yeah, so take a screenshot of this. So I also wanted to talk about some laws. Please, can you just give me like 2 minutes to round up? Yeah, some laws also around data protection in the UK. In Europe we have the GDPR laws. In US there is the CCPA, and that's the California Customer Privacy Act. And all over the world too, I know some African countries have data protection laws as well. So let's bear that at the back of our minds. Like, what does the data protection law in your country say? Bear that at the back of your mind. And then ethical ways to use AI is also something that we need to kind of be more in tune with. And one of those is transparency. Transparency is one of the key things. Not every company in the world can be transparent about their use of AI. But the ones that can, they have it stated on their websites. So that's something for us to bear in mind. Also, data minimization. Yeah, I don't know if that would happen ever. Yeah, but it's something for us to bear in mind. Yeah. And then, regular audits too are also things to look out for. I just have like 2 more slides to share. Create a privacy checklist. I want you, if you are able to, take a screenshot of this, because it's something that I would like you to have a look at in your personal time. Take a screenshot of this particular slide. And then, I wanted to share some case studies, but I'm gonna skip that. But in essence, the takeaways here that I wanted to mention about is awareness is the first step. protecting yourself, protecting your information is the second step. Transparency needs to be promoted and supported. Then the last one from me, always ask. There is no question. See, you cannot get it wrong. If you ask questions, you will receive answers. So always ask. Yeah, thank you very much. And I've come to the end of my slide now. Thank you. And I do apologize that I had to rush that the end part, but I just wanted to give a bit of context to what I was saying. So yeah. Oh, share the screenshot again.
All right, thank
okay.
you, Rebecca.
Okay.
So Rebecca will send us slides so that we can see, get more of the information we missed. She has taken a bit of some of the hours minutes we need to talk on
I'm
the
so
other
sorry.
section. Do you have any questions that she can quickly answer? Like 2 questions. Okay. If you don't have, or probably is someone saying something? Who? Can you talk?
Oh, hi.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, hi. For a good presentation, and it was very informative. Yes, though I have been struggling with my internet, but I was able to catch some points. Now, regarding the privacy policy, I have written in the chat box there that those who compose the privacy policy, they just write very long text stems using difficult language. Maybe is that intentional that people may opt to tick that they agree with the policies, though they don't understand. Because the practice has been like when someone sees those texts, they just go to tick the box, prove that they are humans, and then they continue the process of navigating the information or giving their data. And this has been a practice maybe for most of the people. Even in some instances, even myself, sometimes I don't read everything. So, but as you are emphasizing, I think this is a very important point to read carefully the privacy policies. So what I was just trying to ask, why are these policies written into some kind of wrong text and maybe difficult language or whatever? Why is it so?
Well, it is. Thank you very much though for the question. And data policies are very important to any organization, and they need to make it as long as possible, because if they don't, they can be sued. They can be taken to court. And if there is an instance where there is nothing on their policy that says what they are being sued upon, they will end up paying up a lot of fine. And for example, I know Apple and Siri, they are currently in court about to pay out $93 million because there was something that wasn't in their policy and someone picked up on that and took them to court. And yeah, so data policies are not necessarily for people who don't like to read. They are mainly to cover the organization in case anything happens. And if you can't read the data policy now, maybe because you don't have time, it's always something for you to go back to at any time to read about. So if you're not sure, so for example, you signed up onto a website and you are not sure of what the website does, on their web page, they should have a link to their data policy. So in your own time, you can read it. But to the companies, it's not their fault. It's very, very serious. So yeah, I'm sorry that that it's very long. They just need to put as many information there as possible. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Rebecca. So that's all we can take for now. Let's before she goes, can we take a photograph, like a screen grab of everybody? Can you put on your video so that we
I'm
can
gonna
see?
stop
Yeah.
share. Do you mind if I share my contact if anybody wants to reach out to me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let me just
Okay, see what you do. See what you do to make it okay. Yeah, they can pick it, but some might not understand this aspect. But what you
Okay.
can do is that since you're giving us this your slides, so they will have access to the information there. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody will see it. So because we're going to share it to including people that didn't come today, so they will get to know it better.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's just take a quick screen grab.
I do apologize for going.
It's fine. It's fine. We're going to rush it.
Yeah, so sorry about that. Okay.
Hold on.